Hello, all you happy sand run travelers. It's Christmas time and happy holidays to all of you.
Hey, 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 holiday season to everyone.
We're chuckling a little way. We just started to do this thing, and all of a sudden Reggie's computer just dropped, and I'm talking to the screen, and he's trying to figure it out. It was rather hilarious. We'll restart this thing now. Uh, we just came back from one of the most phenomenal adventures anyone can take, I think. And we'd like to kind of describe a little bit of that to you in today's show. Uh, we started out in Athens, Greece, and our hotel was at the base of the Plaka, the old area of Athens. And I don't know about you, Reg, but the most spectacular thing, maybe in the whole cruise, was sitting in that rooftop bar of our hotel, taking a look at the Acropolis at night.
Yeah, looking at the Acropolis at night, the view that we had from that rooftop bar was just spectacular.
Yeah,
We were able to, and then after looking at it and just kind of imagining the distance from where we were to where it is, and then the next day to have walked all the way over there and walked up to the top and actually be at the top where the Acropolis was sitting was just amazing.
it was, and I think the biggest reaction I've gotten from most of the folks that I know says, "You actually walked that and made it." It was quite a hike, but well worth it. My goodness. Um,
Definitely worth it. Definitely well worth it.
yeah, I know Reg is going to be sending out photos. I've already done one show at Suprema Senior Center regarding it, and I'll tell you what, Athens itself. It lived up to everything I would have expected. I don't know about Reg, the ancient history available there, and the few days that we were there. I'd love to go back for some more time.
It did not disappoint. Everything that you thought you would see or that you imagined you would run into while you were in Athens is exactly what we ran into.
Yeah,
Um, we had a great time. The tour guide that we had was phenomenal. She really looked out for us and made sure that everything went smoothly. The events that we went to and the things that we did were excellent. And then the time out that we had just sitting down at one of the cafes and
yeah.
having dinner was just
I,
phenomenal.
I said, and I guess I saw it a lot in the whole Middle Eastern Mediterranean culture while we were there. But I think one of the things that did strike me about Athens was the number and volume of outdoor restaurants, quality outdoor restaurants. It's something that, sitting here in Northeast Ohio, I'm not really used to. So, and then from Athens, we took off, and I'm not going to spend much time on Santorini and Rhodes. I mean, we could do a whole show just on those two places. But the main attraction for Reggie and I was then a couple of stops in Egypt. We were there essentially 4 days with trips to the Great Pyramids, to the bazaars, to several of the ancient mosques, and then down to the Valley of the Kings. And to me, that was the whole trip. While everything
That
else,
really made it worthwhile for sure. Um, being a Mason and hearing about the building of the pyramids and the building of the temples, and then to go over and actually walk into the places and see the same things, where it was just amazing.
it was. I mean, I've dreamed of seeing those sites probably most of my life. And to get over, to get to see them, to get into some of the Egyptian tombs, the Valley of the Kings was just, it was awe inspiring to me. And along the way, we actually learned quite a bit. I've been posting on Facebook uh, some of the things that we've learned, and my kind of vision of some things has changed from our experiences. I don't know about you, Reg.
Well, I think that that's the reason that you travel is because when you do, you see things from a different perspective,
Yeah,
because you start to look at the perspective of the people in the culture that you're in at that particular
yeah,
time.
yeah. And
And so you do see things differently, and you do tend to look at things a little differently.
I know Reg has been my partner for probably going on a decade now, and we've been in business over 20 years. I know the main thrust of all of our travels when we go outside the country has always been to introduce to attempt to introduce, doesn't always work, but to attempt to introduce our clients and our guests to the cultures that we're going through. I just think it's a phenomenal way to learn about the world and enjoy yourself at the same time.
And I think that that balance between getting the cultural and then doing the normal tourist kind of things and trying to balance it out is one of the unique selling points of a San Run tour.
I hope so. I hope people enjoy it. And then after we got through all this ancient culture, we pulled into Dubai with one of the most incredible developmental modern era reclamation projects that the world has probably ever seen. The architecture, the newness of Dubai, and realizing that it's all been built in about 25 years is just absolutely astonishing.
Yeah, just to go from looking at the Acropolis, which is as ancient as you can come with, to getting to Dubai, which is about as new as you can get with, it really was a tour in contrast.
Yeah, and we thought what we'd do, we'd throw in just a couple of photographs from our recent experience and let you see a little bit about what we're talking about. And then we'll come back after these photographs and talk a little bit more about where we're going next year. I hope y'all enjoyed just that quick overview. I didn't use very many, but you've got to understand between Pat and I, we know we've got 1,600 photographs. Reg, I bet you've got as many, if not
I
more.
have, I think when I was looking, it was a little over 2 grand, 2,000. And that was before I started looking at Sharon's pictures and adding in the ones that you sent to me. And then I haven't got pictures from other people that were in the group. And if I add those in, I'm probably somewhere in the 3,000 to 5,000 range.
So, folks, if you want to see more, either get a hold of us or manage to look up Reggie's Facebook account, my Facebook account, or San Run Travel's Facebook account. And you can start seeing some of these pictures. Pretty hard to weed them all out. I know the show I did at Suprema Senior Center, I used roughly 100 photographs in it, and we were there an hour and a half talking about them. The people were so interested. So, talking about that adventure, if you've gone to our website and see we have a cruise from Barcelona to Rome next year. Now, the one we originally planned to go, we changed our minds, and we are going next November 3rd for 12 days. And that cruise is going to, we'll obviously spend a couple days in Barcelona. It goes to Mallorca, to Toulon, France, to Corsica, to Sardinia, ends up in Rome, and who knows what we'll decide to do while we're in Rome at that point. But it's again on Virgin Voyages, which has become really one of our favorite cruise lines. So if you're at all interested in that or any of the other escapades, if you will, that we're going to do next year, go to the website, sandruntravel.com, and check them out.
And and hopefully we have something that will spark your interest. And if we don't have anything that sparks your interest, drop us a line and give us an idea of something you might be interested in. And if it's something we can put together, we might be able to add it in for next year's trips.
That's really true. We're trying to do some, we call them bucket list trips, and so far we're pretty happy taking them. And I think our groups have been fairly happy going with us. So given that, Reg, who's number 80 on our list this week for our $25 gift certificate?
Our winner this time is Tracy Ray Cox. And Tracy happens to be the daughter of one of our travelers that went to Greece and Dubai with us.
Wow, that's incredible. Okay, Tracy, get a hold of Reg. We'll get you a $25 gift certificate that you can use all through next year. Until then, from all of us here at San Run Travel, have an extremely happy holidays. Travel safely, and we hope to see you on one of our tours next year. Right, Reg?
Happy holidays to everyone. We want everyone to have a great holiday season, to stay safe, and let's bring 24 in with a bang and see how much fun we can have for 24.
Got that right. So long now.
Take care.